What's going on, guys? It's John here from Axehead Games, and this week's tutorial is going to be over indexing. Now, we've been going over indexing before, but I just want to go over it a little better. And we're going to go ahead and import the random module because we're going to be using some random numbers here. And now I want to assign the string Axehead to the variable example. And we'll be working on the example a little bit here, the example variable. So here we're going to set up, I'm just going to call it the title of the program. This is going to say we will access Axehead. That's a tongue twister right there. Say it 10 times fast. Alright, so anyways, now let's get to the what we're actually going to be going over here. So this is going I don't know why I put that looks stupid. Okay, this is we're going to set up two variables, high and low. And if you remember from last week's tutorial, the len function right here shows you the length of whatever you're operating on. So we're going to be operating on the variable example, which is a placeholder for the string Axehead. So this will show the length, and this is going to show the negative length, and I'll show y'all how that works here in a second. So this is going to be the high and the low. This is the lowest maximum of this, and this is the highest maximum of this. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I could just put this as -1 and this as 7, and I don't want to go into it too far until I actually show y'all how this works. So let's go ahead and go to the next part. So here we're going to be using a for loop to iterate through the range function that I showed y'all last week's tutorial. No, was it last week's tutorial or the tutorial before that? I don't remember, but anyways, you should have already seen this if you've been going through the playlist. And here we're going to assign the variable index. We're going to assign the random number between the low and the high to the variable index. So that's why I put this, because it's easier to read. And then here we're going to print out the index, which is going to be this random number. So this is going to be different every time, and this is going to be different every time, but these will be the same every time you print them. And that may sound confusing, but I'll show y'all in a sec what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and put the program closer here and run it. So F5, of course, we want to save it. And here we go. So let me change this a little bit. Okay. So here. Okay, first of all, indexing. So you start out counting as 0. So A is 0, X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you go from negatives, you start at the end. So this is -1. There's no -0 because there's no such thing. So you start out, this is -1. This is -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. So -7 is the same as 0. So here we are, we print -1 is D. So -1, yep, that's D. 1 is X, 0, 1, that's X. And we can come back over here and press F5 again and run it again, and as you can see, we get a whole different set here. And as you can see, this says 0 is A, and this says -7 is A, because it's the same thing. Let me see if I can find, yeah, here we go. See, 4 is E and -3 is E, because it's just counting from different directions. So now let's go back, and that's what I was telling you on this. So low that's why we put low and high here in the random function, because this negative starts counting from one end and this positive starts counting from the other end. So that's just a little introduction to indexing. And Yeah. Let's see, next week we'll be going over string immutability. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Look forward to the next one. It's going to be great. I'll see y'all then.